So I'm gonna be honest here. This week it may or may not be my birthday, and so today I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about something that probably won't get a ton of views, but it's just something that I love and that I wanted to talk about. And that is the Justice League animated series that aired from 2001 to 2006. And this show was basically my childhood. Seriously, this show is what I grew up on, it's what got me into superheroes in general, and it is incredible. So let's talk about it. Also, spoilers ahead for all of these seasons. I'm gonna go chronologically by season, so let's start off with... Yeah, for this one, I'm just gonna group these two seasons together because I'd be saying pretty much the exact same thing about both of them. So this show essentially had to follow up the success of Batman the Animated Series and Superman the Animated Series in the 90s. And it took everything those pretty great shows did and made it better. Firstly, the voice acting in this is really great. All of the actors play their characters well, and the one that stands out to me, as always, is Kevin Conroy as Batman. Batman doesn't always need to be super depressed or sound like he smokes 20 packs a day.
Where were the other drugs going?
This is my personal favorite representation of Batman. Not too dark, but not too goofy, not too emotionless, but not too comedic. He's exactly how I like seeing the character.
But you can help me tie him up.
Catch. The real Flash would have been too fast for that.
Now, these seasons don't specifically focus on a certain character throughout. There might be a bit more of Batman and Superman, but each character gets their own episodes sprinkled in there with all the team episodes. There's the episode on the Green Lantern planet, there's the one with Wonder Woman's homeland. Everyone gets a lot of care and attention except for one character, Hawkgirl. Don't get me wrong, she's got some stuff going on for sure, and she does some cool things, but she was always my least favorite on the team, and I didn't think she ever really had her own time to shine. However, that is made up for in the season finale, which is pretty much all about her, but we'll get to that later. These episodes are more episodic, monster of the week type thing, and I've complained about that with other shows. But for this kind of show, an animated Justice League show, it absolutely works. And there are still some overarching themes and plot points throughout the seasons. These more independent episodes give the series a chance to show off all manner of DC characters. Aquaman, Deadshot, the Injustice Gang, Darkseid, Amazo, Solomon Grundy, Dr. Fate, almost anyone who has been involved with the Justice League, you'll be able to find on the show. The show also just goes all over the place, just like the Justice League in the comics. One day they go to space, the next they might go back to World War II. The action scenes in this are also really cool. So now, just to wrap this up, I'm gonna talk about 3 or 4 episodes that stood out to me for whatever reason. First off, A Better World. It's the episode with the Justice Lords, where in an alternate dimension, Superman murders Lex Luthor, and the Justice League become these villainous tyrants. It's a lot of fun and really interesting, and the best part of it is that it comes into play in the later seasons. Next up, the episode that traumatized me as a kid. I think it was called Only a Dream, and it's more or less where this guy, who looks terrifying by the way, invades the dreams of the Justice League and makes their worst fears play out. It's surprisingly really dark for a kid's show, like Superman ends up killing Lois Lane, and Hawkgirl ends up buried alive. Batman has to stay awake the whole time so he can stop this guy.
I'll be able to go into your brain, even if you're wide awake.
My brain's not a nice place to be.
And the thing that really scared me when I first saw this episode is when the bad guy goes to his ex-girlfriend's house, I think, and he has razor-sharp fingers, and he says something like, "It's time for the doctor to operate."
And now that I'm a doctor, I think I'll perform some surgery.
This episode was a terrifying experience, but I still do enjoy looking back on it. Then there's Star-Crossed, which was the finale for these 2 seasons, and could easily take up an entire video. It was less of an episode and more of a movie. Hawkgirl's people come to Earth, and the Justice League have to stop them. It's full of cool action and great characters and awesome one-liners.
I've asked Master Bruce to refrain from leaving trash in the yard.
It's spectacular. This is the perfect conclusion to these 2 seasons. All the characters come full circle, especially Hawkgirl and Green Lantern, and who knows, you might even tear up. This is the only movie to this day I actually watched so many times that I could say the lines from memory. That's how much I loved it back then, and I can still put it on now and be extremely entertained by it. And finally, the Christmas special. Just because I like Christmas specials, and it's a fun special episode. So now, in 2004, the show was switched up a bit. The title was changed to Justice League Unlimited, and the tone and style was also slightly different. Now, this could be seen as a separate series, but I'm just bunching these all together, so let's talk about... Now, just up front, I'm gonna say, in this new season, while some overarching plot points are introduced, it's still kinda like the first 2 in that each episode is more of an individual adventure. Now, I'm not sure what happened between these seasons, but I'm assuming the show got the rights to pretty much every DC character, because this show now just explodes with characters. This is the original Justice League, and this is the new Justice League, and that makes for a lot of fun episodes since we have new heroes to follow. I kinda wish there'd been more of the original 7 members, just because I'd grown to like them so much, but the new team isn't that bad. Green Arrow is pretty good, and the Question is one of my favorite characters on the show. Like I've said before, this this guy totally needs his own movie. And if not a movie, how about a TV show? That'd be awesome. In this season, there are also some weird one-off episodes with really odd or strange scenarios, but I kinda like that. Like there's this episode where Wonder Woman gets turned into a pig, and there's the episode where the Justice League get turned into small children, but that's fine. Really, at its core, it's still a kid's show, so goofy episodes are totally fine. They also crossed over with another great animated show, Batman Beyond, and that was a lot of fun. Batman getting to meet his future self was pretty cool. Overall, there isn't a lot to say about this. It does everything the first 2 seasons did well: exciting action, great characters, and fun episodes. It's just on a much bigger scale now. It's still very enjoyable, and it did plant the seeds for the awesomeness of... So this is where the show stopped being a collection of individual adventures and started actually having a plot that goes throughout. And it makes this season the best season of this show. So all in all, this season is about Project Cadmus and Amanda Waller, and basically this whole shady secret government organization. They find out what happened in that alternate dimension, that Superman kills Lex Luthor, and the Justice League become a group of violent dictators. And so this organization tries to destroy our Justice League before that can happen. They clone superheroes and make Doomsday and Galatea. They send in the Suicide Squad. They even hack into the Watchtower and use like their nuclear laser to destroy half a city. And that was a really cool direction to take this season, that whole shady government aspect. And it also made for new kinds of villains. Instead of being over the top super strong bad guys, they were some government officials, and that was interesting. This is also where the Question really gets to shine. He finds out about the alternate dimension Superman, he tries to murder Lex Luthor, he gets tortured, he has a romance. This is where I really started to like his character. But then, as if all of this wasn't enough, there's another plotline that comes through. Lex Luthor is running for president, but there's obviously something weird about him. For some reason, he has super strength and stuff like that. And then, in the most bizarre scene in the entire show, Lex Luthor sprouts tentacles and grows a robot face in his stomach. It turns out he's been the alien Brainiac all along, which was an interesting plot twist. We get to see the original 7 fighting Luthor again, and the Flash also gets a scene to show off his powers. The thing I really love about this season is that it could have just have kept going with the typical formula of fun, stopping bad guys episodes, but it broke away from that and got a bit darker, for a kid's show I mean, and that's what makes this my favorite season of the show. So now we've arrived at the final chapter. So how could the show now top season 2 for this epic finale? Well, short answer, they didn't manage to top it, but it's still good for sure. For this final season, they played it pretty safe, which is totally fine. In this one, Gorilla Grodd forms a team of supervillains and they fight the Justice League. That's more or less it. That does mean that we get to see a lot of cool supervillains throughout this season. This is fun and it's still good, but they didn't take that many risks here. It went back to being more fun and lighthearted as far as tone goes, which is completely fine because again, this is more of a kid's show. There are a lot of good things about this. Once again, the voice acting is top notch, the action is good, the animation is cool, just nothing really stands out about it. Besides that one episode where the Flash and Lex Luthor switched minds. That was pretty funny. Now, as far as the actual final episode itself, it was pretty awesome. Darkseid comes down from space and fights Batman, Superman, and Lex Luthor, while the rest of the heroes and villains fight Darkseid's minions. The Daily Planet gets lifted up, one of the coolest visuals in the entire show, and Superman finally gets to let loose. Luthor and Darkseid go off with the anti-life equation, and it all ends with the heroes running towards the camera. It was a fun, satisfying way to end the series, and it does leave it open for a possible continuation, though that probably won't happen. So overall, Justice League is a fantastic show, and is the main reason I'm such a comic book fan today. If you have kids, then show them this series, as long as you skip that Dream episode. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited easily get a 10 out of 10. So those were my thoughts on the Justice League show. Did you watch it when it aired, and if so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like this video, check out my Instagram at BHL_Hudson, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.